All right, welcome everybody. As I am out on quarantine, I thought it would be fitting to make an assignment that compares the Spanish flu to the coronavirus. When we do this historically, this is a skill called comparing and contrasting, and I'll show you what I mean here as we move on. So, our learning targets is you want to compare and contrast the coronavirus pandemic of 2020 with the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918. You're also going to want to be able to utilize primary and secondary sources to find similarities and differences between these two events. The last thing you're going to want to be able to do is answer the following question: did the United States learn from the Spanish flu pandemic when dealing with coronavirus? So these are going to be the things that we want to be able to do once this assignment has been completed. You got a couple of things here. The first thing you want to do if you haven't done so is make sure you put the presentation in present mode. It's going to be in your upper right hand corner. And that'll kind of help you navigate through this. Now, you can start with one thing here where it says Spanish flu versus coronavirus overview. That's just pointing here to this video. It gives you an overview of some of the things that you're going to see in this assignment. If you click here where it says practice key vocabulary here, that's going to bring you to a Quizlet deck, and I would highly recommend that you look through that. There's about 25 words or so that you're going to find throughout this assignment that maybe you're not quite as familiar with, and you can get a little bit more familiar if you practice them there. Then, of course, the last piece you want to go is to where it says Start Assignment. So you've got three choices here, and you're going to want to click on one of these choices. It doesn't matter where you start. What you're going to do is in those choices, you're going to be reading, you're going to be investigating, and you're going to be watching things that are hopefully going to allow you to be able to compare and contrast the Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 with the coronavirus pandemic of 2020. I would advise that you take some notes, just jot some things down, maybe even create a Venn diagram so that you can start comparing and contrasting the two. At the end, what you're going to do is complete the quiz that's on the link below. The link is here where it says complete assignment here. We'll come back to that here in just a second. As you go through, you're going to be clicking on, finding some information using the pictures and things like that. Then you're going to compare it to the coronavirus and do the same. You're going to return to your choice board, pick the next choice. There's videos here, there's information. You're going to go through, read some of these primary sources to get an idea of what you got. Then it'll bring you back to the choice board. And again, the same thing when you're looking at some of the social distancing pieces here. Compare that with the coronavirus. And then, of course, the last piece, you'll go back to the choice board. Once you've gone through all that information, you've done the reading, you've watched the videos, you've examined and investigated the pictures, you can click on this link right here. That's going to take you to a Google form. The Google form, you want to make sure you've got your name and the hour that you have my class. Answer through all the questions, use the information provided and the information that you've collected, submit your finished product, and then I will go through and I will grade the last two, which are going to equal about 5 points along with the multiple choice and true and false questions that you see there. So like I said, you're going to want to make sure that you're taking a look here at what we've got. This is the Spanish flu versus coronavirus. Remember, if you have any questions, send me a private message, send me a comment, send me an email, and I'd be happy to field those questions for you any way that I can. I would recommend that you wear some headphones so you can watch the videos privately. But with that said, make sure you're working your way through this, asking questions if you get stuck, and having discussions when necessary. All right, I hope you have a great day. We'll see you when I see you.